Vejan here, co-founder of the Goal Setters Club, author of the 2023 Goals Journal, soon to be 2024. I help individuals reach their life goals while creating their work-life balance. And I achieve this through teaching group coaching programs, hosting monthly challenges, and creating products and resources to help you reach your goals. And so this month, we are hosting our 5-day Reboot Challenge. I think we've been doing this challenge since 2009 or 2010, I'm not sure, but we've been doing it for a few years now. It's a self-paced course, and you can visit rebootwithme.net to sign up, and you can go at your own pace. And if you have access, you'll have access to the course for 1 year. So tonight, I'm gonna go through a little bit of the challenge guide briefly, just so you have an idea what to expect. And I will also be adding a few more videos throughout the year for those of you who need a visual on how to make some of the juices and the recipes and the spa water, okay? I'm trying to figure out how to turn my computer down. All right, so I do recommend, even though we do start tomorrow as a group, I do recommend before you start, try to prepare 7 days before you actually start, because there are some things that I have you do. Watch some documentaries, write out your goals, write out your affirmations, but you can start with us tomorrow, and then I would probably recommend just starting again. All right, so I'm not going to go through the whole journal, the whole guide. I'm just going to go through a couple of things with you. All right. So you would be able to download the full guide on the first day. So the first thing, of course, is consulting with your physician or your healthcare professional. Please, if you're taking any medications, or because a lot of times when you're taking things out of your body and putting things into your body, you just always want to consult with your physician, your healthcare professional, before starting any challenge. If it's a water challenge, a plant-based challenge, a vegan challenge, because your body is going to go through a change, and you just want to make sure that you're consulting with the right people. Okay, so if you are in the US and if you are ever experiencing a medical or health emergency, make sure to call your healthcare professional or 911. All right, so again, I'm not going to go through the whole challenge guide, but I'm just going to go through some of the important things. There is a quote: when it comes to eating right and exercising, there is no "I will start tomorrow." Tomorrow is disease. A little bit about my personal journey. In 2011, I remember I had a pastor, Dave Gibbons, in Irvine. He was the pastor. I think he still is the pastor there. And he was in either Thailand, he was out of the country, and then a couple days later, he was in New York speaking, and then he was back at church on Sunday at Irvine speaking. And I was like, okay, I know he's a little bit older than me. How does he have all this energy? He not only is he traveling, he's also speaking. He's also pouring out. And I was trying to figure out how he got all this energy. And so I called him, I asked him about it. I think I messaged him. And he recommended a book by Kimberly Snyder and recommended the Glowing Green Smoothie. And that's how I first got started with smoothies. I bought her book. I read her book. I watched some documentaries. I also ended up watching Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And I think I watched that on Labor Day. I kind of remember because it was time for a barbecue, and I was sitting here trying to figure out what green smoothie I was going to make. And so that literally changed my life. I think I lost over 30 pounds. There's some photos on my Instagram and on my Facebook. And then from there, I didn't want to lose more weight. So then I started incorporating smoothies and then doing the challenge throughout the years. Now I want to lose some more weight. That's a whole different story. So that's how I started experimenting with green smoothies. So the countdown, I talked to you about watching a couple of documentaries about 5 days before you start to get your mind right, to start thinking about why you're doing some of these health changes, why you want to reboot. And then 4 days before, after watching those documentaries, writing out your goals. What do you want to achieve? Maybe what do you want to look like? Do you want clearer skin? Do you want to lose a little bit of weight? Writing out your affirmations, creating your vision board, getting visuals on the outcome of the challenge. And then 3 days before the challenge, researching your juice and smoothie recipes and preparing your shopping list. Now, this is just it's a recommended countdown. You can start tomorrow. Again, it's self-paced. Start tomorrow and just start with watching a documentary and doing your vision board at the same time. So there's no right way, wrong way to do it. This is just how I recommend getting it done. Let me see if there's any comments. All right. And then again, why are you doing this challenge? What would be the reason? And just writing that down. So there's a space for you to write that in your journal. In your guide. There's a space for you to write out your affirmations. I have some sample affirmations of mine. There's a vision board space for you to write out your, to cut out photos. There is a space after you watch the documentaries to write down what you learned from the documentaries. 3 things that you learned, the movie highlights, especially Hungry for Change. They talk about a lot of stuff with white sugar and flour and things like that. And you might want to write that down so you can come back to it. And then researching your recipes. Again, I have a whole original recipes of juices and smoothies and spa water. Getting your equipment and your tools together. I have a complete list with your blender, your juicer, all the things you need to have a successful challenge. Let's see, technology. And then the plan. The plan is to eliminate fried foods, to eliminate sweets. And so the goal is to have a meatless breakfast, a meatless lunch, and then meat for dinner. So your meat for dinner would be, a baked chicken, ground turkey, a baked fish with some brown rice or potatoes or yam, and then like cooked green vegetables. And then you have healthy snacks throughout the day. Much different than our plant-based diet, Lord. All right, so there is a sample of what that looks like. There's a place for you to put your menu. And again, your shopping list, there's places for you to shop. There's recommended things that you can get. There's a place and there's day 1. So there's an itemized day 1 suggestions to have for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I also have some recommendations for you. I also have a tip of the day, and all the way from day 1 to day 5. So you have everything you need to have a successful challenge. I also recommend you having some routines after the challenge. So I'll give you some ideas on how to incorporate some healthy routines. And then in the back, we have some of my original juice and smoothie recipes. So if you have been to my home, you probably have had some of these. And then some of these will also be in the challenge. We're going to start making some so you would know how to make them. All right, so yes, there's a bunch of recipes for juicing, for smoothies, and these are all my original recipes. And then spa water. Again, if you've been to my house and you have my spa water, I have those recipes here. All right. So you have a complete everything you need. All right, so if you have not joined the course yet, go ahead and visit rebootwithme.net, and I will see you guys on the other side of health. Have a good day.